So casually keep diving into concrete, so bittersweet, huh? Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Harder keeps the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing apart. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the lower, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark. Maybe just a better kind of bitter. Lose gravity, I'm swimming in the quicksand. Up to my knees. Keep losing sleep, I'm at extreme at midnight. So hard to please. Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Harder keeps the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing apart. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the lower, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark. Maybe just a better kind of bitter. Think about the stuff we play. How I'd rather do that instead. I keep screaming out loud from the top of my lungs, baby, ooh. Think about the stuff we play. How I'd rather do that instead. I keep screaming out loud from the top of my lungs, baby, ooh. Think about the stuff we play. How I'd rather do that instead. I keep screaming out loud from the top of my lungs, baby, ooh. Think about the stuff we play. How I'd rather do that instead. I keep screaming out loud from the top of my lungs, baby.
This is too smooth. I honestly didn't even really want to say anything on this, but that's what the people want. That's what I came here for. So we're gonna get into it. I like my coffee black, white too. Don't turn this into no controversy. It's my boo. I can make $250,000 off a haiku, and I can make another quarter off it times two. If it's money on the table, I'll be on it like Bobby or Epic. You peep the aesthetic, it's hard to forget it. I hear you talking, but you're hardly right. I'm the voice of your prototype. Summertime and then why? Yeah. Summertime and then why? It's too cool. Get the drop tops out. Summertime and then why? If it fits right. Bottles over here. Summertime and then why? Summertime and then why? I'm talking 6 a.m. tea times. 18 with the mayor talking land banks. I waited for it, gotta get mine. Snag a seat up at the table if my man can't. Heading to a meeting, we're familiar with no briefcase. Just my mind in a free state. I got a plan through a vision, but it takes time. I'ma make mine. Summertime and then why? Yeah. Summertime and then why? Yeah. You know the drill by now. Summertime and then why? Get everything together, get the squad together, get the gang together. Summertime and then why? Summertime and then why? Started in in the back office, now I run the front. Call the shots, make the deals, know the deal, know what's up. Too much for the books, then I put it in a tuck. Too much for the tuck, then I give it to my love. Once I make a million, man, a mil won't be enough. Watch you fake the struggle while I get it off the hush. Now it's JetBlue miles, Rolex dials, frowns turn to smiles. Summertime and then wow. Now it's come to an end. Summertime and then wow. And the falls upon us. I want you to bring that energy summertime and wow. And run that thing back. Yeah. Until next year. Summertime and then wow. Yeah. Summertime
Yo, what's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook land? It's your boy JD, aka Mr. December, and we are back with another live stream, y'all. Man, listen, we about to get into it. Might not be a popular topic tonight, but it's gonna be all right. We're gonna talk to the men. We're gonna talk to the men tonight. And we also want to talk to the ladies as well, right? So we think that everyone will be able to glean some knowledge, some wisdom, and understanding from what we're doing over here, y'all. Stream. We're gonna try our best not to struggle stream. Here we go. We back, y'all. We back. Yo, we got my boy Pastor Rob in the building. Talk to us, Pastor Rob.
What's going on, man? Good to be back on this show, dog.
Yes, sir. It's good to be here, man. I'm back in the spectacles today, man. Really don't like that, but it'd be all right, won't it?
Mine off, dog. I took mine off.
You took yours off? Well, that's
Yeah.
what's up, man. Listen, we're not gonna be long, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Y'all, men are frustrated these days. Men are indeed frustrated with a lot of things, man. And Pastor Rob and I are going to talk about it. And we also have a couple of clips that we want to bring up and show as well. And if you find any value out of this video, please do me a favor. Go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and share the stream. If you find value out of it, I promise you others will too. So we're going to get right into it. Pastor Rob, a lot of men are frustrated, right? And the reason that I see a lot of men being frustrated is because a lot of men seem to be undervalued and underappreciated. You know, we're talking about, you know, the men up here. We do this all the time, right? Men up here and then men down here. But we're talking about the men up here that are productive members of society, right? And a lot of men in spaces like these have been airing their grievances for a while now. And we're going to get right into it. But before we do, Pastor Rob, what do you think? Do you think that some men are grown frustrated with how the dating and the marriage scene is going in 2022?
Well, yeah, some are very frustrated about it, but it depends on what level man you are too. You see what I'm saying? So if you're not that one up there,
Mm-hmm.
but you one down here and you frustrated, well, you need to do a self-examination of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
See what is it that I'm missing, or what is it that I need to work on for myself. And as we talked about last week, if you know you're not ready, don't put yourself into that position where you will get frustrated. You know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
everybody's not looking for the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Yo, I agree with everything Pastor Rob is saying. And, you know, let's just be honest. It's not just men, it's men and women, right? Males and females that have grown frustrated. But we're talking about the men tonight. Ladies, y'all can have y'all's night another night. And if anybody wants to come up, I'll put the link down in the description if anybody wants to come up. But I want to share my screen for just a little bit, y'all. And we're going to talk about this because we reviewed videos from Eight at the Table, right? I know a lot of y'all have seen us review videos from them in the past, and we're going to
one right now. So let's get right into it. Let's try not to struggle strain. Here we go. Let's do it.
To prove that you was a single parent in order to get Section 8, the father couldn't, you know what I mean? Starting to be a lack of respect for men. And I feel like it's really started, I don't know how many years ago, but back in the day, and when you needed government assistance as a woman, you know what I mean? The man couldn't be present. In order to get food stamps, you had to prove that you was a single parent. In order to get Section 8, the father couldn't live with you. Then if you're receiving government assistance, they put the father on child support. And if he doesn't have a job or he gets fired or whatever or not, his license gets suspended, his passport gets this. It's like so many negative things behind if he doesn't pay child support. And in order for you to keep getting this assistance, you need to keep him on this system. Now, we all know being a single parent is hard, especially when it comes to childcare. School is from 8 to 2. You work from 9 to 5. Who's taking a child to school? Who's picking them up? You have to pay for childcare. Now they got it where they pay for childcare for you. But guess what? The father can't be part of the household because if he is, we're no longer helping you. So now we live in this matrix where it's just like, I value the money over the man.
Like, no man should never.
Man, let's pause it right there, Pastor Rob. She said something very profound, and I want us to touch on that for a second. She said it seems like they value the money more than they value the man. What do you think?
Well, in most cases, some do, right? But if you look at the way the government got it set up, I mean, she hit it nail on the head. You know, back in the day, if a woman applied for food stamps, you cannot put the man on there. If a woman wanted housing from the government, she could not put the man on there, right? So, and it's crazy that it's like a generational curse. I'm just going to be honest, like a generational curse. You know, if you got a lot of women that's grandmothers now, they were on Section 8, still on Section 8, right? Their daughters are on Section 8. Why? Because that's the easy way out, right? And here's the thing, they having all these babies. They know they have all these babies by these no good Negroes. You know, I'm just being honest. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I just get child support. The government will take care of me, right? Mm-hmm. So that knocks the man completely out the picture because the government will take care of them. Mm. So the man is like, whatever. I ain't cool. You know, so yeah, they don't value the men. We're not getting value like we should.
Right. You know, I tend to agree with that a lot of times, and you know, a lot of people say that you know it's easy being a man, and I've heard a lot of women say that they'd rather be a man than a woman, and I understand we both have our own struggles, right? Mm-hmm. But it seems like in today's times that men are seen as nothing more than a wallet. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm deep into spaces like these, right? And the thing that we hear women say the most is they want a man that's making a significant amount of money, right? Enough to be a provider, and we understand that we have to do that. But if you are not that, you know, if you only make $45,000 a year, and which in a lot of places, that's good money. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, believe it or not, a lot of people do not earn that amount of money.
Nope.
Now, if let's just say 80,000. Let's just say 80,000. A woman says, well, I won't date anybody or I won't marry anybody that makes less than $80,000. Mm-hmm. Well, look at the percentage of men that cuts out.
A lot.
It cuts out a lot. You know, if you're making $75,000 and up, you're in the top 12% of Americans, right? Because let's just be honest, most Americans do not have access to $1,000 liquid right now. meaning that most Americans don't have a savings account with at least $1,000 in there in case something goes wrong. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that kind of puts things in perspective a little bit, man. But what about the dudes that are actually good dudes, right? And they check everything else off of the box, right?
Right. Right.
Or at least 80% of the things off the box. Do those brothers not get a chance?
But you know what, JD, I saw something. It had to be either yesterday morning or this morning.
Mm,
And I'm not a Facebook person, but I kind of stroll on there every now and then. And I don't know if everybody's seen the series The House of Pain or whatever. And
mm,
the series House of Pain, and the the guy named Calvin was married to Miranda,
mm,
and now he's getting ready to marry someone else. So Calvin pays child support, pays a
mm,
good amount of child support. Now he's got a raise on his job. She comes to his house and say, "You know what? I'm just letting you know before the letter comes. I want more child support."
mm,
And we got a lot of women like that. He's paying child support, but now he's making a little bit extra money. Now you want more. It shouldn't be that way, but that's the way society and the government has it. He's doing what he's supposed to do, but you're just so, I want that paper. I can't.
right, right.
I more money. I need more money. You can say the baby need more money, but I need more.
Mm-hmm,
How much of that money is actually going to the child?
mm-hmm.
Let's just keep it real. How much is actually going to the child?
Right. Facts, facts. And we know that things are definitely going up, man. Things are going up off the Richter scale, man. It's a shortage of a lot of things, and let's just be honest. Times are a little bit hard for most Americans right now, right?
Right.
And we hear this argument a lot, like sometimes men get upset because the mother won't spend the money directly on the kid or the kids or whatever, but maybe indirectly spends it on maybe, I don't know, light bill or paying the rent or mortgage or anything like that, or even paying for them to go out to eat. I don't know. I don't deal with this, so I'm just throwing some things out there,
Right.
but men get upset with the women, and then the women sometimes get upset with the men because they don't want to give out more money, right? And I mean, in these days and times, the honest fact of the matter is some men simply cannot afford it.
Right. And I get it. Because I'm one of those men, right?
Mm,
So I get that. Yes, my oldest daughter stays with her mother, right? I get it that she got
mm,
to have lights, got to have water, got to have gas, got to have all this stuff, right? I get it. Got to have food to eat. But don't you be out there, your nails done, your hair's done, and my baby looking a mess, right? Not
mm,
saying she is, because she's not, but I'm just saying.
mm, mm,
But you out there splurging on the five you get a month from me, right? But yet you may stay at home with your mom or your dad.
mm,
You taking care of them and not taking care of whatever you take care of. Then you calling me, hey, I need XYZ.
mm,
Well, hell, I got my own household to take care of, plus my other child. You know what I mean? So there's a thin line. There's a very thin line in there. You know what I'm saying? So I get all the other stuff, but if you looking good, you spending that money on something else and not the child. I
mm.
have a problem with that.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, let's go a little bit further. Let's keep going.
Ever look for his mother of his child for help to live, support, or just be a man, period. But if that's her choice, with today's society, she feels bad about it now. A female feel bad about buying her dude big time gifts now or going ham because it seemed like come on, girl, like, what are you doing? That ain't part of the game. Is get money, fuck niggas. Like the whole vibe, even in music, the whole vibe is get money, fuck niggas. It's to the point now where R&B songs back in the day were about, love and love your girl, love your man. Now Chris Brown and them are singing songs that are about the opposite. These hoes not loyal. Like that's a real R&B song now. You understand? Like the music is changing, even in movies. It's like a female now having multiple men or not caring about niggas or being, more promiscuous is considered cool now.
Listen, man, aside from the language, I agree with what he's saying because I was literally just looking at something earlier today about R&B music. It's been a discussion. I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter or Instagram, but Pete Diddy asked the question, "Who killed R&B?" Right? And some people say, "Oh, well, he killed R&B with those messed up contracts he was giving artists, or such and such killed R&B because they couldn't sing or whatever." So I heard an interesting perspective on this, right? Because just like he's saying, Pastor Rob, come on, man. I know you know what I'm talking about. Back then, the love songs used to be like, "Oh, baby, I love you. I'll move the world for you. I do this for you. I'm not this without you." But then we had Avant. I believe he's the first one that started to flip the script a little bit, right? Every time I see you, I get a bad vibe. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
So, and people start talking about stuff like that. I believe,
And see, that
well,
was in the late '90s when it started
yeah.
switching. Because I was getting ready to get out of high school when
Mm,
when that song came out. See the real R&B was from the you got, and y'all can say what you want to say. My boy R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? The the real stuff. The Key Sweats. And then it kind of switched. You know,
mm,
so who killed it? So that's something that we have to look at it versus, like he said, the Chris Browns.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? That blank ain't loyal. You know what I mean?
mm,
So we just have to look at that and see people feed into the music that they listen
mm,
to. That means the words, right? And
mm,
so you start whatever you listen to, you know what I'm saying? So as the man thinketh, so is
mm.
he. So when you start listening to that, you start thinking that's who you become.
Facts. Facts. Now, who killed R&B? I heard a dude today say that feminism killed R&B.
Mm,
Cause see now, like old buddy said, it's like people are looking down on women if they buy their husband, their man, or whatever a lavish gift.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, since that's going on, since a lot of men are not seeing the reciprocation that they would like to see, well, now they're saying, well, maybe some of this isn't such a good deal for me. You understand what I'm saying? So thus the music and things that people are feeling starts to change, right? Because let's just be honest, in 2022, a lot of people are only looking at the money, right? If you can't do XYZ for me, then I don't need you, or you I could be by myself, right? But one thing I've always wondered is it's one thing if you can provide a certain type of lifestyle for yourself, but why are you requiring or asking a man to buy you Gucci if you can't afford Gucci yourself?
You said something. Hit that 2 or 3 times. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
that's a saying, and I know you probably heard it back in the day. It say money talk other
Mhm.
stuff walk, right?
Right.
So that's the mentality the people think of. You know, there's a movie came out, More Money.
Mm-hmm.
People like the more money you get, the more stuff you can get, right?
Right.
So what will you do when all that money runs out?
Mm-hmm. Right. What are you gonna do with it?
You know,
What
and
you
like
gonna
you
do?
said, these women, a lot of women, I'm not gonna say a lot, I'm gonna put it this way. The women that are on government assistance,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that the government is paying for them to stay in this house, the government is paying for them to do this and do that. Them are the ones, some of them are the ones that are expecting more. They want,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, this man gotta have this man gotta have this type of car, but yet you ain't got a car. You calling somebody to pick you up.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Your standards are all messed up, sweetie.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%. We're gonna keep going, man. I know we got other business to handle right after this, so we're not gonna be long tonight, y'all.
It's like the household is broken, and now why would she want to go back to that life?
I mean, I think the bigger point is we value money over men.
Yeah.
And it's just
She said it. She said it.
That
Does
came out
anybody that came out of her mouth?
of a woman's mouth.
Yes. Wow. Does anybody agree? Does anybody agree? Let's keep going.
it's just like as long as I have my money, you know that saying, I'd rather be crying in a Bentley than crying on a bus. It's like even if you hurt my feelings, either way I'm good. I still got my bag. So
yeah, but I also feel like men play a part in this. You know, like yes, the government may sit there. I mean, yes, we may be getting help from the state and getting this and getting that, but if a man is gonna do his part and he's gonna provide and be the man that we paint this picture of a man to be, and we're not gonna need that.
It's true.
And we're gonna be with that man.
Look, I get it. Being a woman is harder.
Let me just ask this question, right? And I need the ladies to be honest. No cap. No cap. If you had your pick of men, right? Let's just say you got a man that checks off 8 out of 10 things on your list, but he doesn't make enough money. Let's just say he needs you to go 50% on the bills and everything in the household with him, right? Nothing wrong with that, by the way. So then on the other hand, you got a man that only checks off 4 things on the list, but he makes enough money to pay all the bills, 100% of the bills. What would you pick, ladies? Put it down in the comments. Don't be ashamed. We just talking over here. I would really, really, really love to know. Oh, okay. Facebook user says she'll take 8 out of 10. I'm not sure who that is, but thank you so much. If there's any other ladies that would like to chime in, please do so. But let's keep going.
Than being a man. You know, y'all end up always, when things happen wrong with dating, y'all get the kid. It go with y'all. You understand? When the marriage don't work, the kids stay with y'all. And let's face it, the world isn't even.
You know, I'm a parent. I have a child. I was a custodial parent for my daughter. So I worked when I filled out my W-4 form. I'm saying I'm claiming her. You know, I get the least taxes taken out my check. And at the end of the year, I get to claim her. Now, when me and her father was together, I was still claiming her. Now, when the money came, I don't want to cap and say I broke him off something, but I'm pretty sure that when the money came, we definitely used it for anything household, and he never asked. Now, 2 stimulus checks, we received 2 stimulus checks so far. He didn't ask me for none of it. Like the first stimulus check and the second one, he didn't ask me for nothing. Then when this $1,400 came, when people break up, they go through a bunch of shit. I did have my daughter's father on child support, and then I recently took him off. And I'm like, look, from time to time, just help me out if I need it. I don't want to do this to you. I don't want to put you on child support. So I was like, help me out when I need it from time to time. It's not going to be every week. It's not going to be every month. But when I really need it, just look out. He's like, yo, I got you. So I'm like, yo, she need extra this, and that. He was like, you know what? I don't ask you for the 1,400. He's like, yo, take that money and use it for whatever she need. Like, I don't need nothing. Like, whatever she need, just get it. And
that sounds like an upstanding guy right there. And
Yeah.
that also sounds like two mature adults that understand what's more important, right? And it's the child, right? That's more the most important. Listen, we got our friend in the building, right? Shout out to Fishing Spot. I'm gonna read this comment. We're gonna talk about it, but we're gonna bring up the comment afterwards too. Fishing Spot Reviewer says the difference is if worse came to worse, I carry the responsibility of supporting our family. My wife will never have to worry about money, but that doesn't mean she still can't contribute if she wants. Facts. But then, unless she's a Bama fan, then we don't want her money.
This I can't say what I want to.
We have that sound reserved specifically for the Fishing Spot Reviewer, man. That's what's up. Thank you so much for coming, bud. We really appreciate you. But it sounds like two mature people trying to thank you so much. Roll Tide, you got it right. Two mature people that's coming together to co-parent and knows that the child is more important. Now, I think we need to encourage, right, more men to understand and get in the mindset of, hey, I actually need to carry the brunt of this load on my shoulders. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, let's just be honest. A woman can't 100% rest in her feminine if she's having to constantly make decisions and do the heavy lifting. You understand? Now, if she wants to work and if she works and wants to contribute, that's fine. But it should not be that pressure there. That's just my opinion. My opinion. And I think more men need to get in the mindset of, hey, I need to do better, and I need to make sure that I'm out here producing and trying to, as everybody says these days, get to the bag, right? And be able to support my family, right? My family and my children.
Right.
And like she said earlier, the fact that a lot of women feel like, honestly, they value money over the man. I do believe that there is a significant, not all, there is a significant amount of the female population that would rather get the assistance rather than having a man.
Right. And I want to just throw this out there. Some can agree or disagree with me. That's perfectly fine. But women, you got to understand, and even men, everybody is not going to make 70 to 80, $100,000 a year. It's not going to happen, right? You're going to have people that make that 30, 40, 50, 60, right? It does not make him less than a man, right? And that's why God gives us men a helpmate to help us. You see what I'm saying? So I've been that man that made the 30, 40,000, right? The 50,000. I've been there. I'm not that man anymore because I just, God just blessed me to make more money. But, don't down him just because, he makes less than you. That does not make him less than a man because he makes less than you. You know what I'm saying? He can be taking care of what he needs to take care of, but you have to work together in that situation.
Facts. I agree 100%. Let's keep going. See what else. Well, actually, our time is getting short. We got some other business we got to handle. But let me bump it up just a little bit.
To the government.
Well, I'm not disputing. Listen, see, this is one of the problems I had dating one time with this girl, right? So one time we had an argument about some simple shit. I'm like, yo, you're not dudes like me that you date don't even answer the phone really. They always busy and they never really available how I am to you. You know what I mean? I'm always around. I never tell you no, da 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 da. And she was like, I'm saying like, okay. And she was kind of like, I seen that men don't get rewarded a lot for being solid. It's like, so this money coming into y'all, granted, they know to give y'all the money because y'all the mother. But it's like, do you reward a man for in the world? Because y'all always say the world full of fuck boys. Megan Thee Stallion music and Cardi B music. I never hear no rap song by a girl. I'm saying, yeah, black men are kings. Yeah, black men are the shit. Love my black. Never. I hear broke boys don't get nothing and get this money. So I don't really think that being a good man gets a reward. It's like, oh, you're supposed to be a real man. You're supposed to be a solid dude. You're supposed to dress nice. It's like, damn, you're right. A man is a provider by nature. There's no excuse for.
Did you see her face when he said that? I was just wondering if anybody else noticed that besides me. This one right here. Did y'all see her face?
That's her.
Let me go back just a little bit. Y'all watch her face.
Black man on the shit, love my black. Never. I hear broke boys don't get nothing and get this money. So I don't really think that being a good man and gets a reward. It's like, oh, you're supposed to be a real man. You're supposed to be a solid dude. You're supposed to dress nice. It's like, damn.
Look, she thinking. Right. She was like,
a man is a provider by nature. There's no excuse for not being a provider as a man. But it's okay as a woman to reward him.
All right, so let's not give credit to the real dads. You just said, oh, the mother is the mother. The mother is obligated to claim the children on the taxes. All right, if she's a housewife, she's not working. So technically the father is the head of the household. He claims her, he claims the kids. Now, would he be giving her some of the money? Like, miss, you don't work. No, I'm the one. I'm going to decide what's going to happen. All right, boom.
And that's
all right.
Yeah,
so now,
double standard.
Yeah. So now the money belongs to the custodial parent. It's not automatically the mother because Guapo, would you? I don't know how many kids you have, but would you take full custody of your kids?
Okay, listen, no, not because I don't want to. It's my lifestyle.
All right, but permit.
Pastor Ryan, what do you think, man?
Dude, I hear what he's saying, which is so true. And I also, here's my intake when they asked him that question: would he take full custody of his children? Right? Me personally, y'all can take it how you want, right? It takes a real mother to raise a daughter. Right. Mm-hmm. A man can't necessarily, I'm not a woman, so I can't really show my daughters how to really be real women. Right. I can tell them from experience, but I can't show them. Right. If I had a son, I need to, maybe we need to talk about me getting full custody of my son if the mother is not doing what she should do. In that case. But we have to allow the parents to co-parent together, and that's the main thing, co-parent together, because a child can learn something from both parents. Should be able to learn something from both parents.
I agree wholeheartedly. I think that part of the problem is that too many of us have not seen what it is to have a real man around. Now, luckily, I was able to see that, and I know it's some others that were able to see it, but the fact of the matter is that 7 to 8 out of 10 of us grew up in single mother households, right?
Right.
And now, a lot of not saying all, but we're starting to see the residual effects of that, because it takes an outstanding mother to raise a son by herself, right?
That's right.
But a lot of times, men, the fathers, provide a level of structure and discipline that oftentimes women are not able to uh, uh, give to the family and to the children, right? Kids need structure. They need routines. You understand what I'm saying? And not saying that there's not mothers out there that can't do that, but let's just be honest. A lot of times you can hear, or let's just say you'll see a mother saying something to the kid, right? And then what she use? Oh, I'm gonna tell your daddy, right?
That's right.
Or uh, a mother can say something to the child 3 or 4 times, but then the daddy can come in and say it once, not even have to raise his voice, and the child is straighten up. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just something different about a man's voice and presence alone that makes a difference and shifts the atmosphere. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. Fishing Spot says, I didn't sign up for my wife's medical challenges when we got married, but it happened. Does that mean it's her fault that she can work? Absolutely not. Should I hold resentment? I don't think so. But it takes an alpha to handle it maturely. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Absolutely. Gabrielle White says, Fishing Spot, a lot of people get married into a fantasy, not expecting to live up to the vows they took. Wow. That brings up the question, are people really ready for marriage, or are they just ready for the ceremony?
Ooh, good question. Good question. That's
And
why. That's why we have a high divorce rate, because they just want the ceremony to say that I'm married.
I think that the Disney channels and a lot of our media now has pushed this narrative so hard that women are only supposed to be there for the man to take care of, and uh, a lot of women think that they don't have to do anything, right? They think that they don't have to take care of that man. We're not saying all, right? We're saying it's a significant majority out there. And the reason I say this is because out of 10 divorces, seven out 7 to 8 women are filing for divorces out of 10. That's 70 to 80% of women are filing for divorces, right? And a lot of it is uncontested, right? No fault divorce. Oh, well, we just couldn't get along, so that's it, right? And I've heard it a lot of times that women spend 20 plus years in a marriage, and then all of a sudden, oh, I don't want to be married anymore. You've never made me happy. I'm just not happy. I'm not happy. I want a divorce. We didn't do anything wrong. I'm just not happy. I want to go live my life. And that's not a good deal for men. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. We see it a lot. You know what? Matter of fact, I think we'll do a reaction to a couple of those videos that we've seen in the past. But Pastor Rob, listen, man. Do you have any closing thoughts? I know you and I've got somewhere we got to be right
Yeah,
after this.
yeah. My closing thought is women, and men. If you have a child with someone, the first thing is about respect, right? I don't like saying baby mother. That's my child's mother. Don't
Mm.
say baby daddy. No, that's my child's father. You see what I'm saying? So you need to change the way you think as well. If you want to change the results, change the way you think.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. Gabrielle White says, remember the woman in the clip last week who rewarded her husband with a divorce for not going ice skating? Yep, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
He did everything else right, but my man didn't want to go ice skating. Lord have mercy. Yep, absolutely. But y'all, listen, we gotta go. I hate to rush y'all tonight, but Pastor Rob and I, we got somewhere we gotta be. We thank y'all for joining us. And y'all, I apologize if my energy seemed a little off. I'm trying to figure some things out right now. Got some news, trying to figure out what's going on. So y'all just keep us lifted up in prayer. We thank y'all for joining us, and we will be. Maybe since we cut short off time, maybe we'll do a pop up or something later on in the week. But my name is JD, aka Mr. December, for Pastor Rob. Y'all, we out. Peace.
This is too smooth. I honestly didn't even really want to say anything on this, but that's what the people want. That's what I came here for. So we're gonna get into it. I like my coffee black, white too. Don't turn this into no controversy. It's my boo. I can make $250,000 off a haiku, and I can make another quarter off at times two. If it's money on the table, I'll be on it like Bobby or Epic. You peep the aesthetic, it's hard to forget it. I hear you talk.